Moon in 5th house. The moon is the most softest celestial presence and is the giver of immense emotions to human beings, and so on. The arrival of moon in the 5th house will make the native very sensitive at the core, as her approach towards almost every aspect will be dominated with their sentiments. This will further make them quite fragile at the mental composure and core. The natives of this placement having moon in 5th house are very much attached to their loved ones, and they will be very much concerned and protective towards them, and especially towards their children, for which they would rarely give them freedom, besides which they will be very much devoted and dependent upon love or conjugal relations, but there would be some problems in them. These people having moon in 5th house are generally kind and generous to others, though they won't receive the same kindness from others and could be hurt many times, for which they seek for security in life. The natives of this placement of moon in 5th house lacks at the practical understanding and would be quite fantastical in their approach, which further makes them truly creative. These natives are childlike in their approach, which could become a reason for harm at taking risks, besides which their sensitivity could also take them towards immoral path. The placement of moon in the 5th bhava with benefic placement of Ketu will result in the birth of 5 sons, even if moon is accompanied by malefic planets, besides which it will take the native towards doing good for others with his learning, but others won't be good to the person, while on the other hand, the selfish and covetous attitude of the native could destroy him, her. The native having moon in 5th bhava should keep her plans secret, as revealing them would bring harm from closed ones. The natives having moon in 5th bhava should take concern towards her words, which could be very harsh at times, and should stay away from covetousness and selfish vision, as this could harm her very much. While being honest and loyal in her approach will be very beneficial for the natives of this placement. Social services and doing good to others will bring divine blessings to the person. Moon in Cancer. Cancer is moon's own sign, so naturally moon feels at home here. This is a positive placement for moon. If you have moon in Cancer, you are likely to have a strong drive and determination, but at the same time, you are quite accommodating and compromising in nature. You are an emotional being, receptive to others' feelings. You have a fertile imagination and sense of creativity. But since you are a sentimental being, it affects your decision-making ability when you need to make rational and unbiased choices. Emotions influence you more than logic. While you are a good listener to others' problems, you like to hide your own feelings. You are deeply attached to your home and family. The sense of security is very important for your peace of mind. You flourish in a place where you feel secure and loved. You are a very romantic person, someone who values relationships, loyalty and emotional security. You are a peace-loving and gentle soul, but sometimes you become too moody due to moon's constant motion. This crabby nature often affects your personal relationships. Moreover, you also have a tendency to be suspicious and mistrusting at times. 5th Lord in the 5th house. When 5th Lord sitting in 5th house, if the planet is in good dignity, then the native is very intelligent, good in discrimination, unjudging power in speculative business, good in scripture knowledge and practice, have good children, playful, interest in sports, entertainment, romance, and get love from mate. If the planets are not in good dignity, then the native may have problem with children, have eye on other people, money, invest in wrong things, problems with children and romantic partners. Moon in 6th house. Moon is a divine giver of emotions and love to human beings, for which the arrival of moon in the 6th bhava would highly impact upon the mental composure of the native, as it will provide the softer composure of mind to these people, which would make them sympathetic and helpful, but will also be a reason of their restlessness. The natives of this placement having moon in 6th house are truly sincere at work and are very much concerned about the productivity and accomplishment of their work, besides which they always want it to be best, and for the same reasons dissatisfaction from work leads them towards disturbed mental appearance. These people having moon in 6th bhava are quite prone to tension when it comes to work. This could also lead them towards frequent change in jobs and could make them professionally unstable. These people would also confront some problems in their educational path as well. The natives born with moon in 6th house would be very much flexible and understanding at work with the colleagues and would give all their possible help for them, but their sweet attitude only could become a reason of annoyance for some other people. They could confront some health problems which would arise from much work pressure and mental pressure due to work. These natives having moon in 6th bhava are very emotionally attached to their work, for which good work will be a significant reason for their happiness, and they stay peaceful while being busy with their work. The 6th house gets impacted with the placements of planet Mercury and Ketu in the horoscope chart, besides which the moon gets affected with the placements in 2nd, 4th, 8th and 12th bhava. Besides this, the malefic placement of moon in 6th house along with planet Mercury placed in 2nd and 12th bhava would bring suicidal thoughts to the native, while the malefic placement of moon with placement of sun in 12th bhava would bring severe eye problems to the spouse of the native. The natives of this placement having moon in 6th house should serve milk with respect to their fathers and should not have milk at night while having the milk during daytime, and intake of all milk products doesn't have any bad impacts, but these natives should not donate milk, though these people could give or confer it at pious places. Moon in Leo. Leo is a strong and fierce sign ruled by Sun, which is a fiery planet that shares a friendly relationship with Moon. The relationship of Sun and Moon works like a seesaw. Together these two forces work like father and mother who balance a household despite their differences. When the fire of Sun is too much to handle, the watery Moon balances the energy. Having Moon in Leo, you are likely to be a confident person, with a strong desire to lead. You like to rely on your own efforts than asking someone for help. You attach your emotions to whatever you indulge in, whether it's a new relationship or a new job. Your leadership skills are excellent and you have the confidence needed to influence the masses. Your outlook towards life is quite positive. Your personality is royal, and so is your dressing sense. There is a regal quality about you, and that explains your never-ending love for luxuries. You like to have non-vegetarian food. As a person, you are outgoing, cheerful, charitable, and dutiful. People listen to what you say, much like a teacher. At times, you feel alone. You tend to earn a lot of recognition as well. However, Moon in Leo also causes stomach-related disorders at times. 5th Lord in the 6th house. When 5th Lord sitting in 6th house, if the planet is in good dignity, then the native is service-oriented, have good skill in healing, do social spiritual service, have good romantic strength, kids are active and have good fighting ability for disease, have love for animals, use alternative therapy in healing disease. If the planet is not in good dignity, then the native may have problem abortion, miscarriage and arguments and fighting with children, children sick often, may adopt kids, lack of love from mates, trouble in dating and investments, may have problem with government. Moon in 7th house. The moon is the divine giver of emotions and immense softness at the core, for which the arrival of moon in 7th house would also bring sentiments and gentleness to the aspects of this house. Besides this, moon would bring trueness and beauty to the native's life. The natives born in this placement having moon in 7th house are believed to be very much sensitive from the core, and especially for their relationships, as they will be very much loving in their attitude and would be very much attached to their loved ones. These people would make strong relations and would leave deep impacts upon others through their affectionate attitude, but they are quite hasty in relationships. Besides this, they possess a hidden crave for love and to be in intimate relationship, for which love and marriage is very important part of their life and could be perceived as the need of their core. These people having moon in 7th bhava are truly sincere and devoted towards their relationships, for which they are believed to be bestowed with deep and lovely relationships and a beautiful conjugal path. The marriage will be a way to fill the emotional blanks in the native's life. These natives with moon in 7th bhava really need some true souls around to protect and support their inner core and so on to lead a blissful and peaceful life. These natives having moon in 7th bhava would be the ocean of emotional strength for those who need in the family as well as in their outer surrounding. These natives would be truly fantastical and spiritual from the core. The 7th house belongs to planet Venus and Mercury, for which it would get impacted by the planetary placements of these planets. Besides this, If the sun would get placed in the first house, then it will affect the placement of moon towards the positive direction and would bring pleasing benefits from the relatives to the native. Besides this, the native would be blessed with educational heights along with strong affluence. These natives would always be strong at the part of finance, though they might not have lumps of property. The natives of this placement of moon in 7th house should stay obedient and truly devoted towards their mother to avoid the adverse impacts. These natives should not marry in the 24th of your life, as it would bring a lot of problems in their conjugal path. These people should never sell milk or water as a business or for earning profit, and should not burn milk for koya. The spouse of the native should bring silver and rice from her parents in an equal amount of his weight. Moon in Virgo. Virgo is known to be a calculative zodiac sign, ruled by Mercury, which also stands for intellect and is a neutral earthy planet. The relationship between Mercury and Moon is neutral. When Moon is positioned in Virgo, the native usually has an attractive face and body. Such a person has a way with words, is an eloquent speaker. There is a sense of truthfulness and purity in their persona. These people often indulge in religious pursuits and are kind humanitarians who are compassionate to other beings. It is difficult to label their emotional nature as sentimental, but that doesn't mean that they are unemotional either. Their feelings and emotional nature is complex. You get hurt quite easily, and there is at times an inferiority complex in you. You are more driven by your intellect and logic than emotions and instincts. Whatever you say and do is always backed by logic and common sense. You are a practical person who accepts the reality as it is. You like to help and take care of needy people. You also have a philosophical bent of mind and good ability to learn. Professions like teaching, astrology, mathematics and business suit you the most. 5th Lord in the 7th house. When 5th Lord sitting in 7th house, if the planet is in good dignity, then the native will be extremely passionate about business. The native will be of friendly nature, jolly nature, lucky in marriage. They will have good relationship with his or her children. They will be well satisfied in terms of physical needs. These natives are kind-hearted and have love for their partner. The native is blessed with good marriage. The native will forms good business deals and agreement, business related with speculation and gambling, sports, entertainment, and partner is spiritual. If planet is not in good dignity, then the native is sexually overactive, partner remain unsatisfied sexually, not able to do business in proper way, trouble in foreign business, children may born in distant place or away in foreign country. Moon in 8th house. The placement of Moon in the 8th house would bring significant changes in the human lives, as the natives born under this placement would be very much sincere and concerned about life, or in true words they fear about life at the core, for which they are quite fragile from inside. They seek for security throughout life, for which they would work really hard. Besides this, their fear makes them sincere and determined in their approach, while on the other hand, they are also truly inclined towards social and humanitarian pursuits. These natives having Moon in 8th bhava are quite inclined towards attaining all the hidden knowledge and would seek towards exploring all the lurked aspects. These people can go beyond the limits of this world and could reach really admirable heights if they would believe upon themselves. These people are advised to stay firm on their paths and to possess some patience, as their instability will be the main reason behind their failures. The natives of this placement of Moon in 8th house are highly sensitive from inside, for which they could even turn towards immoral directions and could be jealous and possessive in their attitude, but at the core they are generous beings. Apart from this, these people are loyal in relationships till the time they would be in the company of true and honest people around. They are somewhat reserved and almost closed about their inner core. The 8th house is ruled by Mars and Saturn, while on the other part, presence of Moon in 8th bhava would bring hurdles in the educational path of the native and would also affect the mother adversely. Besides this, the presence of Jupiter or Saturn in the 8th bhava would bring some reduction in the malefic effects. These natives having Moon in 8th bhava may not receive any financial benefits from the parents. These people having Moon in 8th house should stay away from gambling and flirting and walk over a true and loyal path throughout life. These people should worship and satisfy their ancestors and should never build a house upon the covered or uncovered well. You should serve and respect old people and should touch the feet of little children for better results. You should offer gram and pulses at the sacred places and pilgrims. Moon in Libra. Libra is a sign of balance, ruled by Venus, which is a feminine watery planet inimical towards Moon. The energy of two feminine planets that concern with emotions and passions often make the native tolerant, understanding, and generous. There is a heightened interest in sexual affairs though due to intense passion and sensuality. Such a person is quite emotional in nature. While you are an ambitious person, you sometimes depend upon others for your living. Females have a strong influence in your life. Mostly, you are strongly attached to your mother. You are a sociable person, who likes to lend a helping hand to others. You have a broad perspective and an accommodating nature. You are a justice-seeking individual, who likes to establish peace and pleasantness. Moon in Libra also gives you attractive looks. Your words work like a balm to the emotionally wounded people. You like to help your relatives and maintain a cordial relationship with them. You are a polite but diplomatic person, have a way with words and a strong power of persuasion. You have a strong desire to be rich and famous. You are quite skillful in your work and also own property in your life. Fifth Lord in the 8th house. When fifth Lord sits in 8th house, if the planet is strong, then the native is interested in dark and hidden knowledge. They like to study in metaphysical, mythology, fantasies, and science fiction, have good knowledge in scripture. They have long life, can do meditation for long time. If the planet is not in good dignity, then the person may worried for children, confused mind, may adopt children, unsatisfied, weak mind, have mysterious disease hard to diagnose, make poor investment, may have trouble in dating, feel lack of love from romantic partner, not able to stabilize mind, face difficulty in meditation or other spiritual practice.